It's literally a trick of the enemy to make us think that we're supposed to know how to do everything by ourselves, understand everything on our own, and that we don't need one another to help get through life. Oh, you're up high. I wasn't filming it.
Gabe said he doesn't use his car anymore. Easier? I don't worry about errands.
You need your face.
Hello, good morning, and welcome back to the vlog. If you're not new here, if you're new, hello, I'm Talia. So we just did big girl things for the baby. She opened up her first bank account, and I didn't vlog too much, but it was such a vibe. Our banker, he's a good guy. He has helped me out before. He's a good guy. It was a good experience for her. So now we are heading around to go find something to eat. My stomach was making noises in the appointment, like noises, making noises. And then I have to do Noah's hair, and we're probably gonna watch Stranger Things because we're behind. We have not started any of, what season is this? Any of season 5. So we're gonna start that today at some point. Maybe figure out, I don't know. We gonna get into something big today? He said sure. So I don't know. We'll probably do hair later and get into something later. But I'll take you along. Right now, we're gonna go get beef patties from our local. Is that excitement for the beef patties?
Yes!
We're going to get beef patties. Also, I have a little, like, I was taking some clips on my phone. The the guy, the banker, he gave me a whole bunch of tea because one of his clients had given him this box of tea. I'm like, oh, you got a lot of tea over there? He's like, you'll help me out if you take some of it. So I got all these little teas. I'm gonna go home and have a cup, so I'm excited about that. But I'll check in with y'all a little later after I stop running around with these folks. So change of plans. We're going home. Look, we got food at home. Going home to eat whatever leftover is there, because this is the one of the perks, I guess, of living in a college town. Everything shuts down that's like mom and pop, because half of the population is gone during Christmas break. So our favorite little donut spot was closed this morning, and they've been closed since Christmas Day, that's cool to see small business owners doing that. And then our patty shop, same thing. I don't know how long they've been closed, but it looks substantial for the little break. So we're going home and figure out whatever when we get home. So no beef patties. Sorry that your glee was it wasn't for nothing, but yeah, another day. I'm back very quickly. But I wanted to show y'all, when I was at my neighbor's house, I was helping out their little daughter, and it's crazy because we have a derivative, kind of like the same name. Hers is just pronounced differently than mine. And so I was helping. She's like my little boo. She is 3 years old, but that thing going on 30. And she is just the sweetest little thing to me. She's sweet. She's sweet toward me. Her mama says she ain't nice like that to everybody. But when I was helping her not tear up everything in the pantry, I saw they had pickled eggs and hot sausages. And I was like, girl, I have been wanting a hot sausage. Oh, thanks, baby. Do you have some? No, I'm sharing with you. Take 2. Follow instructions, baby. Oh, is the blue cheese in there? Okay, thanks. But anyway, I got hot sausages and pickled eggs. This is like childhood in a bag. All I'm missing now is the salt and vinegar potato chips and some kind of fruity soda, but I don't have either, and I'm also not gonna go procure either. But she was like, girl, I will get you some. And I was like, girl, don't get me none, because I don't need them at my house. She said, well, eat them. I said, I was like, I don't need them at my house, but I got some. So I will probably partake in that and have my mocktail today, later today. Good day. It is several days later, and I am back looking like I partied all night for sure. I was up late, which is a very bad habit that in this year I am working to break, and actively praying and working to break it, because I can't live like this. I'm too old to be up like this. As you can see, Christmas trees are still up, but I forgot that the kids don't go back to school for another day. So my intention was to do it today, but then I decided, just don't worry about it. You could do it tomorrow. And I don't mess with like the actual putting the trees together and everything like that. Fortunately, Danny handles that for me, so I don't have to do that. Praise the Lord. But I will take all the decorations down, put them in their appropriate containers. I actually probably need to go grab a few more of those containers. But yeah, so I had to straighten up a little bit earlier. It's still, I need to clean. We've been living in our house for almost a month and not really doing much other than being here with each other, loving on one another. So we live in our house. It's definitely very lived in. It was giving very vacation vibes, kind of just, from the couch to the bed, to the bed to the couch. We had to run out, whatever. We were maxing and relaxing. Okay. So it's time to get back to business and pull everything together. And I've been thinking about like what I'm going to talk to you guys about, like what I kind of want to do on this channel. And then I was like, how about you pray and ask God what he wants you to do on this channel? And while you're waiting, or until, you're really clear, just keep moving forward. So, I won't make no claims and no promises in general, but I do want to share, my life here. Thank God for good community. It is a blessing to have community. And I was talking to a friend of mine this weekend, actually yesterday. We hadn't talked in several weeks, and we were talking about like how our relationship has gone through many different, not many different, but has gone through like an evolution. And, she was sharing with me how she didn't want to burden me with things and, yada, 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 yada. And I don't say that disrespectfully, yada, I just kind of to move on. And I was telling her how like, it's literally a trick of the enemy to make us think that we're supposed to know how to do everything by ourselves, understand everything on our own, and that we don't need one another to help get through life. The point that I want to make here is community is important. Community helps you not be in a silo of your own mind where you're just talking to yourself and all you have are the stories that you tell yourself. And oftentimes, I don't want to say oftentimes, I don't want to generalize like that, but it is very possible that these stories that we tell ourselves are or can be lies from the enemy, to make us think that we're not doing good enough, that we're crazy, that, nobody really cares about us, whatever the case may be, or, I'm going to wear that person out and get on their nerves and they're not going to want to be my friend anymore. Whatever the case may be, all these insecurities that we have. But when you have relationships that are proven, let me be very clear, proven, right? Not that they don't change, but when they've proved, your friends or family have proven to be solid, and this is through like ebbs and flows, not that they don't have issues, not that they're perfect, not that y'all don't ever go through anything, but they're solid. It's a solid relationship. Don't isolate. You know what I'm saying? Don't Unless God is telling you to get away for 40 days and 40 nights, 4 days and 4 nights, 3 days and 2 nights, whatever it is, don't isolate and pull away from the people who love you most. It is literally a trick of Satan to get us alone, so that he can lie to us. He can make us think that God is not who God says he is. And this year we're not doing that. We're not accepting lies for 2026. We're not believing in the propaganda of the enemy and the world and the things that like really don't matter. If you are blessed, because again, this is a blessing and I don't want to assume that everybody has community. If you are blessed to have a community and you are going through something and you are a believer in particular, understand that we are to bear one another's burdens. Understand that a friend is there for all times. Okay, your brother see through adversity, but a friend is there for all times. Like, and don't get me wrong, relationships change. You can not so much grow out of love, but there's different seasons. People get busy, time and distance, all of those things. I'm not saying that those things don't happen, but if you have a community and you know the cadence of you and your friends, my girls, you know, you got your friends that you talk to, that you do life with on a like day-to-day, weekly basis. You got your homegirls that you may only talk to once a quarter. You got your girls that you may only talk to twice a year. But that's because it's not that there's anything wrong. It's just that's what it is. But if you are blessed to have a community of people that you can talk to when you're in need, don't isolate from them, because there is something about wise counsel. There's something about prayer. The Bible says where 2 or more gathered in his name, there shall he also be. So this year, let's not isolate ourselves from the people that love us. Let's start touching and agreeing, even if it's just touching and agreeing, symbolically, because we're not close to each other. One of my closest friends is anywhere from between 5 hours to 24 hours away from me by travel, or 36, or however long it takes to get to Cali. It depends on where she is in the world that day. But it doesn't matter, because what's that song? See, this is what my problem is. I'm always trying to sing something because I'm only one call away. Whatever. I think it was a Chingy song. It don't matter. Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to come in and like close this up so that I could start a new video. Also, my camera's on 3%, so let me shut up. But God bless y'all. I will catch you in the next one, and thank you so much for watching. All right, bye.